What's up? This is Pete from the Thrift Store Rundown, and I'm on my laptop, which I use to edit all my videos. It is way past midnight. It's actually 12:48. I'm sitting in the kitchen in the dark right now, save for the night light in the back, and of course my tiny little blue light that indicates that I'm using the camera here. But it is officially October 8th, 2020, and as you know, or should know, October 8th holds a very special meaning to me right here because October 8th was the day, 2019, 1 year ago this very night, that this world-class cookbook, party book, call it what you will, was released by its equally world-class author slash YouTuber slash actress, who is right here. I brought this along for my proper commemoration of one of the most euphoric times of my entire life, and I'm not exaggerating. 1 year ago today, Sasha in Good Taste was released. This is the cookbook. It's also a YouTube channel, and I will definitely link it below if you want to check it out. Recipes for Bites, Feasts, Sips, and Celebrations by Sasha Pieterse, who plays Alison De Laurentiis on Pretty Little Liars, and it's spin off The Perfectionist. Long may they both rest in peace. Um, as you know, I documented the entire series of my meeting Sasha, all the preparation leading up to that historic event. It was a journey in miraculous taste, and I call it that because it was not just in good taste to attend the meet and greet at Bookends in Ridgewood at 211 East Ridgewood Avenue. If you're ever in the area, it's in town center. It was in miraculous taste because meeting one of the pretty little liars, especially meeting the queen bee of the group, was nothing short of a miracle. You know I'm in love with Troy and Belisario, Spencer Hastings, but Allison holds a very special place in my heart because of this significant date. So, for those who have not been caught up to speed, I urge you first and foremost to check out the playlist. Johnny Miraculous Taste. From meeting Sasha, from the preparation all the way up to that event, the victory slideshow, the victory tour, if you will, with all my PLO pals that I know in person, taking selfies with this book. And of course, my favorite one being with David, who was unable to join us for the event. It was just me and Donna, who I met 2 minutes prior to the event taking place on that night at 6 p.m. sharp. But you know what? Too many non-PLL stands could really ruin the mood of the event, so I guess it was for the best. David had to work anyway, but he did send me a little video saying, "Congrats, my boy! Congrats for beating Shasta," was very much appreciated. So, Donna Iannelli and I were the ones that met Shasta on that night. And for those who have not been caught up to speed and have not checked out the playlist, let me give you a brief summary of what happened. Hopefully I can do this in under 10 minutes because there's a lot to talk about. So, hopped on the 746, which goes to Ridgewood Bus Terminal, makes a stop near Town Center. It was just a quick walk up the street to Bookends to purchase this cookbook. The receipt was the ticket to meet Sasha. No receipt, no meet and greet. So I held on to that thing for dear life. Before I left, I bought a small greeting card. It was a congratulatory greeting card. I wanted to make it a community effort, so we would let Allison know, so we would let Sasha know how proud of her we are for this cookbook and all the effort she put into it. Also credit for Elizabeth Machina's awesome photography. It's from Day Street Books, and then for the HarperCollins Publishers. I reviewed this for Thanksgiving last year, so that's also on the playlist if you want to check that out. A fun Thanksgiving special, and retail price is $25.99 US. So when I got home, I just decided to write down all the messages that you guys sent in my Instagram posts, as many as I could on washable marker on a greeting card which does not fit washable marker, okay? It just washes off. But hey, the intention counts, right? And through that effort, I met so many awesome PLL pals on Instagram mainly, and three of them come to mind right off the bat. Sweet Sasa P, Sasa Loves Us, and Sasa React. Solid people who stand Sasa, who love her with all their might for the right reasons, as do I. I wanted to get them bragging rights to call their own. As for everybody else, who I'm not really close with now, but am friends with, you know, I wanted to give them bragging rights of their own as well, and I hope they got some from Sasha. She loved the card. When I went to meet her and give her the card, she loved it. And she thanked everybody who contributed, as do I. All your messages were heartfelt, and she loved every single one of them. So, I was on the bus, the second time I got on the bus, to meet Sasha. Um, 2 minutes prior to the event, I thought I wasn't going to make it, but I made it in 2 minutes to spare. My friend Donna was there to greet me. My phone was dying, but oh, she took everything from there and just made it even more outstanding than it should have been. She told the manager, I believe his name was Walter Bookins, that I was the #1 fan. There might be other fans beside me, but St. County, or anywhere else in New Jersey who are huge, enormous Pretty Little Liars fans like I am, maybe even more. But her word of mouth got me ushered onto the VIP line, which was on the top level where all the books are. The lower levels, the meeting area. There were like 60 to 70 people online. I was surprised that it wasn't packed out the door. But it might have been before I came. I don't know. But within 45 seconds, I was meeting Sasha. And she took her time with me. She could not have been more gracious. She was a total sweetheart and really a total charmer. She looked outstanding. And then, of course, the coveted autograph in golden marker, no less. I know the webcam on this laptop is kind of terrible, but you can see right here the quality of this thing. Golden marker, Pete XO, and then Sasha's autograph. You can't go on with that. And then a picture mimicking Arya's famous shh. I looked like a disgruntled dork. I was doing this. Trust me. I was happier than I looked in that picture, let me tell you that much. And everybody loved it. They blew up my feed with tons of congratulations. And I appreciate all that big time. As the fabled Al Michael said, do you believe in miracles? That was the caption, and a lot of people did. I was just flooded with love. And that was all there is to it. It was time for our celebratory meal. We had a celebration dinner at Finger up the street at the top of town center. It was a Tapas-style restaurant. We had great outdoor seating, even though it was a little bit chilly. But the chicken breast caprese, which was my dinner, and Donna's short rib sliders were exquisite. And for dessert, chocolate opera cake from Pierre and Michael, an authentic French bakery. Equally exquisite, brilliant way to tap off outstanding evening. We went back to the train station for my train ride home, and I knew this would be a night I would never forget. The next day, I was on my victory tour, taking selfies of triumph with all my PLL pals that I know in person, mainly in makeup boutiques and malls. But hey, that's just me. Lots of those people who are no longer with us in New Jersey, they're in other places now, and I miss them dearly. But Pretty Little Alliance is the great connector for me. It helped me meet so many PLL pals. PLL saved a lot of lives. It cannot be underestimated, and it cannot be over-exaggerated. For me, it just enhanced the everyday life for me up to 11. And there's a lot to be said for that. So I definitely hold this book in the highest regard right here. One detractor with this book, however, a lot of the ingredients for some of the recipes in here, you might have to make the trip to a specialty health food store or a Whole Foods market. You're not going to find some ingredients in a regular grocery store. But if you're willing to make the extra effort, you're going to want to keep this cookbook if you already own it. If you do not, my review is down below as part of the playlist. You will love it. And that's about it. Sasha, I love you beyond words, and I cannot thank you enough for giving me one of the best experiences of my life. I hold this book close to my heart, and I always will. I wish you and your husband Hudson all the best as you become new parents. Whoever the kid is going to be very lucky, very loved, and infinitely blessed. To you guys, thank you for your support. It was so much fun to bring you the series, and hopefully by tomorrow, technically, by Friday, David and I will have a commemorative vlog to share with you. We'll be revisiting bookends and getting a bite to eat. So, that's about it. Thank you guys for your support. I will catch you on the flip side, and of course, you can keep a secret if one of them is dead. Happy anniversary to Sauce and Good Taste.